poor bike. Just 10 more blocks.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Team Pizza Plays Transistor. And yes, I am still on a gamer's high right here. I can't believe I'm actually getting the chance to play this again. Boy, like I said before, this game is just one thing after another, because now we've got Creeps 2.0. They're protected, which means they take less damage from attacks until you break their shield.
Maybe not.
So just kind of hide yourself wherever you can until turn comes back up. Do something to him. Clear out that guy. Actually, let's go back a couple steps. Can I consolidate this into one big... Yes, I can. That's enough damage to get rid of that dude. Drop a crash right there, and... yeah, I think we'll just stay here. Don't want to deal with that little bad cell over there quite yet. In fact, I'm going to make him come to me. Less damage I can avoid... The more damage I can avoid taking, the better. You know, guys, the less damage I can avoid taking, the tougher I look. Gots to impress those sword boyfriends we got carrying around with us, you know? That kind of looks like she hails from that sort of region. She kind of looks like a Long Islander, wouldn't you say? I actually have relatives who are in New York, and I hope none of them are watching this right now, because they would just look at me at the next family reunion and go, "Did I teach you to talk like that?"
We're waiting. They'll make it time.
They're good people, though, I will admit. Great sense of humor, too, if nothing else. Ooh, no, don't blow up the door. This is a great place.
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic.
That's an interesting little point that he just made. Doesn't recognize this place without the foot traffic. Usually the areas we've got around here are a lot more crowded. So where did everybody go, we wonder?
Terminal's still up.
Ooh, OVC terminal. Hungry? Grab a bite. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's Gourmet Flatbread. So what's the offer?
Sea monsters
Well, I
really the
mean...
only choice here.
He knows the town better than I do.
Yes. Back to your place before it gets cold.
8 minutes. Think we can actually get there in time? Ooh, new enemy type here. These are... I don't think they've been given a name yet, and unfortunately I don't remember off the top of my head. You'll notice that about the bomb ability. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage at first, but if you actually get around to waiting for the splash to take effect, it does a whole lot of damage. Crash, drive, spark. 1-2 punch of everything we gotta use.
Left ourselves open for a seafood flatbread.
We're almost up to our next level, I just noticed. We could just do a flourish like this if we want. There's really no point to it. It's essentially the taunt of this game. I've seen some people do some pretty impressive things with it too, but no point being here right now. There's Goldwalk Channel here.
No queue to get in. That's a first. This can't be the channel.
Oh, it is, my friend. It very much is. So, looks like there's only one solution to all the problems that are happening around here. Throw down a couple bombs here.
Guess what's inside? Back for more.
Collect those cells if we can.
Okay, it's on.
Now these packets here. Actually, let's turn off turn for just a second. See what I did there? I made it funny. At least I like to think I made it funny. Oh, if I remember correctly, when those things explode, yeah, they actually do extra damage to whatever's around them at the time.
They're fixing the big guy.
Yeah, so these guys, the worm things that are out of the ground, they're not really tough to begin with, but if you get too close to them, they will start damaging you, and very, very quickly. The other problem is they heal whatever's close to them. So you'll notice that guy rapidly regains his health whenever he's in that little aura, so you kind of want to get rid of them along with him. Just clear out the area as quickly as you possibly can. They're kind of defenseless without the big guy, too. You just kind of have to wait. You can't even use normal attacks while turn is recharging, so like I said before, you want to make sure every single move is as good as possible and as crisp and clean as possible. This is... I know I've said this game is beautiful before, but seriously, look at all this. All these neon effects, all of these bright colors, all of these... Ooh! Speaking of bright colors, we got the switch function. This is really fun to play with, especially when you encounter something like a jerk in combat. Because what it does is it temporarily turns an enemy to your side. Temporarily, it will... Actually, where's a place where I can install that? Can I go back up here? Can I? No? You're just gonna leave me high and dry? Oh no, they actually give you something to work with here. It's almost like they designed this game or something. They know exactly what to do. So let's like that. The question is, what do we put it on? So if we want to get away from something that's really bad, we can also turn it against any other enemies that might have been chasing us as well. We can use Breach. We can put it on... Crash and Breach, we probably don't want to put that kind of effect to, because you can't damage anything that's been charmed to your side. So it's kind of a... It's a matter of, you want to be able to choose when that happens, just to make sure the plan works out the way you want it to. Some effects are more general, like Bounce you would have wanted to keep. I would have wanted to put that on Breach too, by the way. Because it would have actually made this ability chain from target to target. Now granted, the second target would have taken less damage than the initial hit, but que sera, sera. Extra damage is extra damage. No use complaining about it, right?
Out of the channel in record time. 8 blocks off. Almost there.
Where's our place, by the way? And we can go back down there if we like, but there's really no point at this point. How's about... Where is our place, anyway? I have a confession to make. I've never actually beaten this game. Which I know is sad to say, even though I say that I love it so much. But then again, you don't have to beat a game, per se, in order to love it. I'm thoroughly under the Jim Sterling mindset of your love for... You can... Because most human beings aren't stupid, is what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody like the Game Grumps, for example. You take them. Like, they come up with their judgment of a game in about, 0.5 seconds. Like, if they're not enjoying a game, they will tell you straight up. And sometimes they'll only do one-offs on games that they genuinely don't like. And nobody gives them crap for it because... I don't know why they get away with it. Either because people like them, or maybe just in that environment it's a little more acceptable. Like, some people don't really make the connection that a review is in fact an opinion piece. I did a whole video on this, by the way. I should probably put an annotation at the bottom of the screen, expanding more on my thoughts about this. Alright, 3 weeds down, making sure none of them respawn. Boom! Walk Thoroughfare. 20% experience off that. I haven't had a whole lot of chance to use my jaunt yet, though. We'll get a chance, don't worry, we will. I'm just waiting for the right moment, the right type of enemy. The right type of situation, too, and I think it's going to be coming up here in just a second, if memory serves me correctly. Ooh, but before that, look at the bay. Look at it.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world
Look at
go
this
by.
art. Witness me! Alright, we're moving on. I've been watching way too much Mad Max lately. I saw Fury Road. That was my first Mad Max movie.
Got some kind of
Aha.
this time.
So, new type of enemy. Cheerleaders. They will protect other enemies, which meaning they will be absolutely untouchable until you get rid of them. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, I'm gonna take so much damage off of this, but I can't let this guy respawn. Alright. Well, that was a bit embarrassing. Didn't plan that out as well as I wanted to. Now, if I had been smart, which obviously I'm not because it's my gameplay channel, I probably would have used Jaunt there. So now, watch. He'll get rid of that guy. Or at least I thought he was going to get rid of that guy. That's what it does. Temporarily, they'll stop attacking you and they'll start fighting each other, which is nice, to say the least. Very, very helpful when the situation calls for it. See, here's the thing now. I can't hurt him while he's under the influence of that, so... It's one of those abilities you only want to use when you need to use it. When you need to give yourself some breathing room, which is why I think it works with Jaunt so well. Doesn't last as long as it would with other abilities, but hey. That's the cool thing about this game. There are so many different little combinations. Because, is there another terminal somewhere that I can work with? I want to show you that even the basic abilities that you started with have their own, can be used to modify other programs. Like, watch, I'll show you. I can remove those off of my bar, and I can instead replace it with... Yeah, let's remove all of these for a second, just for the sake of demonstration. How about I put select the bomb function, install it there, and then I can modify it with Spark. So, Spark plus Crash, Spark will briefly make targets more vulnerable to other functions. See, it'll give it the properties of that particular attack. So, if I just happen to think that it's more useful if I can hit everything around me instead of just the one guy, if I'm not happy with the damage or the fact that it doesn't do as much as the normal Crash by itself, I can do that. It gives me that option. And the cool thing about all of these programs, they all have their own characters attached to them. Remember how we picked up those personalities? So we start off with Red and her friend here.
You've reached the hopefully not
Mr. Nobody, as he describes himself. Lillian Platt, who we picked up.
Lillian Platt used to run the
We have Preston Moyle, who we also picked up. Then the two that we got just off of leveling up. These guys that just happen to be floating around in the ether somewhere. So let's set everything back to the way it's supposed to be, I believe. Because it's a great setup to begin with. However, I am gonna make one small change. Which is, as soon as I can navigate these menus quickly enough, I'm going to select that function and put it here. And I'm still going to have this ability and that spot. Select that and put it there. However, instead of the bomb, I'm going to put this ability in 3. I'm going to have Mask there. You'll see why in a second if I remember this correctly. We're going to modify Mask with the bomb. Mask will automatically launch to power up Spark when the effect ends. So even when we come out of Stealth is mainly used for running away from enemies. So 6.3 seconds we'll have Stealth. And then we'll do extra damage while in stealth, while we're waiting for turn to come back around to that again. And then, as soon as it all ends, we'll drop bombs on anything that's chasing us. Like I said, so many great strategies, and they are all... No, wait. Unused functions available. Oh. Select function, wait. Right, install upgrade, back. We're done, we're good. Everything's good, all right. So, how good is my strategy? Well, I guess you'll have to see next time on Team Pizza Plays. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu. Later, everybody!